This week on a Bubble Chat.
She said, nigga, I'ma have a drink. If you had a drink, pour it up right in front of me from the same bottle, because you've been drinking out of that bottle and you want me to drink from the shit over here. You came on the boat with that bottle and you not sharing.
The bottom line is the industry know how to make some money. And you put a black beautiful face on a screen, period.
It was, I think Drake Bell was like, basically, allegedly, from what I know, sexual harassing young girls.
Yes.
I think every teacher needs to be able to take off. You know, they work really hard and they don't get paid a lot. So she deserves to be off with pay. They should have bought a goddamn ticket, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, what is mug spelled backwards?
Dumb.
All right, I like y'all is so smart. I like this. I wish I was a second grade teacher. Everybody gets silver stars on their forehead. Welcome. You Swifters, aka you Swifties, to the Bubble Chat. We are thrilled to have you join us today. For starters, look who finally here, Jasmine. You're going to have to unmute your microphone, baby.
Hey, everybody.
But Jasmine's just a filler, because the real star of tonight's show is Taylor motherfucking Swift, okay?
Period.
We will dive into all things Taylor Swift, as we know Taylor Swift, like all things, delving into her. We are going to talk about and celebrate her latest release of her highly anticipated new album this week. And in salute to that, I have on Red. How you doing?
And Red represents, and Adonis represents Red. Mom represents Fearless. Jasmine represents Speak Now. And I represent 1989. Well, 1999 is really my birth year, but Taylor was born in 1989.
That was cute, nephew. That was cute.
Very good. So buckle up, Swifties. Oh, Swifties.
Not Swifters.
Okay.
So buckle up, Swifties, because this episode is all about shining a spotlight on the one and only Taylor Swift. But with a twist, we're doing it in a Taylor version fire. For those who aren't familiar, Taylor's version is Taylor Swift's re-recorded version of her earlier albums, and it's a celebration on her artistic freedom and reclaiming her work. Her new album, The Tortured, is that Tortured?
Yeah.
Jasmine, I'm kind of slow on reading sometimes, honey. I don't articulate well, mother, though. I'm just sorry. So, Joanne, edit that. Let me do it again.
Keep that in.
Her new album, The Tortured Poems Department, will be released this week, as the album was announced after won a Grammy for the Best Pop Vocal Album for her 10th album, Midnight. Wait, did I say that right? Or you didn't?
You did. Yes, you did. Yes.
Well,
yes.
This week, as the album was announced after after she
That's why Jay-Z went up there and said what he said about Beyonce.
The Tortured Poems Department will be released this week, as the album was announced after she won a Grammy for the Best Pop Vocal Album for her 10th album, Midnights.
And what better way to celebrate her new album dropping this week than by donning our Taylor's version attire and diving deep into her music, her journey, and everything in between. So, get ready. So get ready for some deep dives, fun discussions, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. Whether you've been a Swiftie or Swifter since Tim McGraw, or you just discovered her music yesterday, there's something for everyone in today's episode.
So grab your favorite Taylor Swift album, cozy up in your Taylor's version attire, and let's embark on this Taylor Swift journey together. You're listening to the Bubble Chat, where the conversation is always popping, and today is all about Taylor Swift. And as the wonderful Wendy Williams once said, it's time for Hot Topics.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Mom, you gotta do the hand. How you doing?
How you doing?
All
Y'all
right.
doing?
Okay, I'm coming. Sheesh. Don't need to rush me.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Or you be watching your ass.
Anyways, well,
He said, Mom, I'm grown. Don't talk to me like that on the podcast.
Well, you better watch it.
Anyways, before things get too heated, Lizzo fans can breathe a sigh of relief as we have just been updated that Lizzo is not, I repeat, not going anywhere. Last week, we reported that Lizzo made an Instagram post saying that she has quit, as many fans believe that she is quitting music. Lizzo took to social media on Tuesday to clarify statements she made after being dragged by fans online. In a video that she revealed that she will be quitting the negativity that surrounds her, and what she's not going to do is quit the joy of her life, which is making music and connecting with people. Lizzo also added that she knows she's not the only one who's experiencing the negative voice that seems to be louder than the positive, and added, quote, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep being me. Y'all, I knew that was the case. I even had a feeling that Lizzo was going to clarify that statement. But I want to hear your thoughts. Jasmine, since this is your first time with us, I'll go ahead and start with you.
I overstand Lizzo in the thought that they are under, as far as celebrities go and public figures go, they are under a lot of scrutiny. And there is a lot of access to them by different platforms and things that they utilize in order to progress throughout their career. So like Instagram and X, which is formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook and whatnot, they utilize these platforms for their business, but it also allows access to them from the public, and it's a lot of opportunities for people to bully them, is what my thoughts are. Bullying them in a way that causes wear and tear on their mental health. And we can shut things off as like regular civil people in the community, but as far as celebrities go on a certain platform, it's hard for them. So I overstand her wanting to navigate away from the negativity and the naysayers in regards to her public image, how she presents herself physically, some of the behaviors that she's exhibited in the past. I understand her wanting to protect her mental health. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. And just piggyback off of that, I had a feeling that she was going to say that she's done with the negativity and she's done with letting people tear her down. And I think from what I've been seeing about Lizzo's history, she was bullied through high school, and it looks like she was dealing with a lot of insecurity. And I think as she started making music, even before her recent album special was released, I could tell that she just kept going. She just kept pushing forward, and she does show everyone that she's not alone in feeling this way. Like we all sometimes have our flaws and insecurities. Sometimes our insecurities get the better of us, and I'm pretty sure Lizzo's been dealing with that too. Mom, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, before I get to Lizzo, let's talk about this Jasmine. Honey, you need your own show. Boo. You are a thing. You need your own show. I'm talking on national television, honey. Let's start there, baby. You're already beautiful, so we already won that. But then when you open your mouth, honey.
That vernacular.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
she's
that.
A star. She's a star, honey. That baby say she overstands, honey. Yes. And I do too. First of all, I am definitely a Lizzo fan. And I don't know Lizzo, to me, she is just a fun, big old kid with a big old heart who's going to do what the fuck she want to do. And that's what I love. I love her for that. She's beautiful and she gives no fucks.
Not one.
Not nan. And she's loved. She has so many fans. And she might be in on this thing because she has gained so many more followers, so many more songs. So sometimes they all be in on it and they just do a thing just to entertain and get them doing like we doing. I don't know. I wish I did have those type of problems.
Well, I think that once you get to a certain level of notoriety or celebrity, that you need to be on the non-receiving end of compliments, right? Now, something in the article that I read and something that nephew grazed over said that she was bullied in high school. So I'm sitting there thinking, with all the money, all the accolades, all the fame that you got, are you out here looking for acceptance? Because in the Rolling Stones or the New York Times article, it said that all she want to do is make everybody happy. I'm gonna tell your big ass, get over it, because you can't do it, okay? Now drop it like it's hot, wear your clothes, sing your songs, blow your flutes, get your bag, and inspire a lot of other people. And don't worry about the naysayers, because really, what are you without your haters? Tiny from Escape said, baby, if you live for the ooze, you're gonna die by the booze. And on a bad publicity day, bitch, you'll be dead in 3 minutes.
And as Cat Williams once said, if there's any haters out there, feel free to hate on me. Sit right
That's
there
right.
and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
Ooh, and Mama, was you scorching that little shitty head? What was the stage of Cat Williams' head when you was having a fry? Did you flat out and curl his hair and then he came back with a soggy press like Fantasia? Is that what he did when you?
No, Cat got real nice hair, but he got a wave to it. Like it has a wave, and he liked the flat iron straight. You know, at that time he was wearing like a long bob, and it's like really wavy. He has a nice grade of hair.
And when he came up after he left on stage with that bob, did he come back with a little wet comb back?
Yeah, he sweat. So yep, it curls.
He pulled the Fantasia. He pulled the
curls right back on up, honey.
All right, y'all, let me tell you what
and
haters
then he
stand
loves
for,
to
okay?
swim, so he be in the water. What you say, Joanne?
And let me tell you what hater stands for. Having anger towards everyone reaching success.
Okay.
I'm here for that one.
I'm gonna write that down.
Joanne, you're an adorable child of mine.
You look nothing like your mama.
No, I don't.
He really don't. He looks just like his daddy.
Stop saying that I look like my mom or my dad, because you know damn well
you look beautifully how God created you to be, nephew.
Like his daddy.
I don't look like dad. Stop saying I look like my dad, because I don't.
He act like me though.
We can see that.
Yeah.
We can see that. Yes, ma'am. Well, moving on. You know, did he do it? Did he not? Did his son do it? Yeah,
Diddy did, honey. Diddy did.
Diddy did, yeah. So look, Diddy's son, Christian Combs, has recently been sued for sexual assault, and the alleged victim said that she has audio recordings of him forcing himself on her during a yacht party. Now, the victim, Grace, I'm not going to slander her last name, filed a lawsuit against King in LA, claiming that she was working as a steward on a yacht, and claims that Diddy chartered on a yacht that Diddy chartered for a few days before New Year's Eve in 2022. And Christian immediately became fixated with her, and uncomfortably, the lawsuit consists that to describe the audio recordings of what she claims depicts her telling King that she was not interested in sex with him and trying to get away with him while they were together in the studio on the yacht. She was able to get away, thankfully, but the claims King insisted she found him. No, I'm sorry. Let me stop that. Let me just give you the dirt. Let me give you the tea. Puff Daddy had a boat offshore in Florida, New Year's Eve 22. Christian Combs got on a little boat to get on the yacht. He gets on the yacht. When he get on the yacht, one is he had his own bottle, okay? I got this bottle. But the boat and the bar has bottles, probably Diddy bottles with that pink cocaine, that cocaine, liquid, and ecstasy stuff they put in there, okay? So he was pressuring her to have a drink. She said, nigga, I'ma have a drink. If you had a drink, pour it up right in front of me from the same bottle, because you've been drinking out of that bottle and you want me to drink from the shit over here. You came on the boat with that bottle and you're not sharing it. So why you keep trying to make me drink this juice over here, right? So he was playing back and forth, all this and the third. So now, if you guys have ever watched Below Deck, right? You know, these cruise ships, they get like $20, $30, $50,000 tips. So they have to do everything you want them to do, but then there are some things that they cannot do, which is like fraternize, sexual conduct, and all those things with clients, right? Now it's 2:00 in the morning. It's really, really early. So she kept trying to play him and say, I have to get approved to be down here. But she knew that the captain was asleep, right? Now she took half a drink, she took half a shot, and she started getting woozy. When she went downstairs to like get an order, like get whatever he wanted to get, her coworker was like, "Bitch, what's wrong with you?" She was like, we're gonna have to swap because he's trying to get me. So later on that night, he was like, I want you to find me a place to stay on the boat. All the cabin rooms are taken. So he's, you know how anyone been on a yacht, there's like that big like community space, like look like a VIP area. That was the only place for him to sleep. When she went up in there, he closed the door behind her, pulled out his little bing bing was on rock. He was trying to take her down. She was in there fighting. That's not the worst. She got fired. Not only did she get fired, one of her cruise ship members was her fiance, right? So she got fired, blacklisted from the yacht business, and lost the love of her life. She's been mentally and emotionally disturbed since then. That's what happened. That's what happened. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, Jacqueline, you muted.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about all this. Some of it is like unrealistic that people that I have idolized in my past have either groomed, gave birth to, or they themselves they were partaking in things that are hurting other people.
Now
I don't know
here's
what
the
to think
sick
about
and
it.
sad part about it. Here's the sick sad part about it. So we know that he adopted and raised Albie Shure's son as his own, right? And it's been a lot of scuttlebutt and rumors that oldest Misa's son is not his son. So his firstborn, real DNA, genetically connected Christian is the only one that signed up in this damn case. Because like father, like sons. The apple don't fall too far from the tree.
I mean, just by learning about this, many like people in the industry, right? I'm talking people in the music industry, people who are famous, people who have millions of dollars, people who have millions of platinum records. The problem with this is like people think that they're above the law, but in reality they aren't. Like they think that it's okay to take advantage of someone, and I just think it's something that's really corny. I think it's honestly bullshit, and I think from my understanding is like if you're going to basically hook up with someone, especially on a yacht, like why? Like all you gotta do is just talk to her normally, and instead of just just trying to like get somebody to do something that they don't feel comfortable doing.
Well, I will admit to the fact that I'm guilty for being on a cruise and having somebody come in, one of the people that worked on the cruise, the stewards, come to my room. So I get it. I get part of that. Shay, what have you seen? You've been in the industry for a while.
What are you talking about?
So basically, I think Diddy have been doing so much until he just needs to get somewhere and sit down. But I do, from what I can see with those guys, they power trip and they think they can never get in trouble. And they got all this money and party. Yeah, they party hard. In the industry, mingling and being at the parties and stuff, there has been times you go and you see cocaine, you see people with they own a little clique, and you can't look too obvious that you saying in your mind, what in the hell is going on? You just play it off like it's no big deal. It's been times when somebody have passed me a joint and I grabbed it.
It don't smell, that ain't right.
But I just pretend that I smoked it, but I didn't inhale or whatever, and just kept it moving. But the industry is demonic if you really look at it. and you have to totally you can't be desperate to just do anything to get anything. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of yourself out there on that road.
Exactly.
Don't pass me no Grammy, no goddamn Primo. We gonna be fighting up in this motherfucker. I think if I hit something that I don't want and my legs start flying around the room like one of them monkeys from the Wiz, don't call me tomorrow and ask me why I kicked everybody's ass at the party.
And you can't just be desperate and thirsty. You know what I mean? You just got,
unless you was already a Dolphino freak.
Because it will eventually bite you in the ass. So I'm 55 years old, so I'm too old of a cat to be fooled by a kitten. And I just get in and I get away when I need to get away, and I just stay in my own lane. Because at the end of the day, I'm really not about fame. I'm trying to get some money to retire.
I have a question. Is it safe to call Diddy Puff Stash from Gertha May's Valentine real? Can we call him Puff Stash?
No. And you want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because you got the cow by the tail going up the hill backwards. Diddy liked...
I done pulled the cat through the keyhole.
Yes. Because Diddy liked Gertha May's mustache.
Yeah, Puff Stash.
No. No, not Puff Stash. It should be Gertha Stash. Because Diddy just had he had a little mustache fetish.
Can you tell Gertha I like mustaches too? I can line it up and everything.
Can we move on? I'm not going to listen to this damn Adonis.
Jasmine.
Up next, the Jamie Lloyd Company has come to the defense of UK actor Tom Holland and Francesca Wuda Rivers after they have been facing racial abuse for their roles on Romeo and Juliet, directed by Jamie Lloyd. The Jamie Lloyd Company did issue a statement claiming, excuse me, following the announcement of our Romeo and Juliet cast, there has been a barrage of deplorable racial abuse online directed towards a member of our company. This must stop. The play is set to premiere at London's Duke of York's Theatre from May 23rd, through August 3rd. The run is already sold out. I'm curious for your thoughts on this.
First of all, I just want to say that it's 2024. I can't believe it's still happening. Like, the racism just needs to stop. Like, whoever's attacking racist attacks and leaving racist comments, it's unacceptable, and it's just something that cannot be tolerated. Especially like when it comes to like, Tom being white and what's her name? I forgot her name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Francesca.
Francesca being black.
Right.
I mean, this is my first time seeing an interracial Romeo and Juliet because, like, here's the thing from my experience. Like when they first had Romeo and Juliet in the film, both Romeo and Juliet were white because that's how it was in Hollywood at the time. But now I think seeing Romeo and Juliet on both races, I absolutely have no problem with this, and I don't. I understand that people have an opinion, and it's okay for them to not like this version of Romeo and Juliet, but saying that they don't like that version because their race is just absolutely below the belt and unacceptable.
Oh,
I love the interracial dynamics of it all, and I love how Francesca's features are. It reminds me of myself. Her nose is almost as wide as her lips, like mine, and how natural her hair is underneath this wig. I have locks, and she has a beautiful texture of kinky, coily hair. And yeah, I get the haters. They wish it was them.
Now this makes me think about The Little Mermaid.
Right.
Everybody was mad that, oh my God, she got dreadlocks, she ain't black, what is going on? Yada, yada, yada. And it was a beautiful, wonderful story. And even in the cartoon, they had a purple head sister, they had a yellow head sister, they had an orange head sister, Little Mermaid bras, no two fish look the same, right? But then it made me think about it. And I don't want to go off track because I'm staying on this steam train. But, they dogged us with the Froggy Princess. The first black real princess was supposed to have been a frog. Okay, they made a frog ribbit. That wasn't right. Now we're trying to appropriate what we've been doing. We're gonna gentrify these roles and give a wonderful, beautiful role to a wonderful, beautiful actress who has to be wonderfully, beautifully black or a woman of color. You can kiss my ass, and Romeo, you better do a good job at kissing Juliet's ass because her daddy didn't want you to be with her anyway.
Oh my, honey. Speak your truth.
And I'm upset. I don't like it.
I see. The bottom line is the industry know how to make some money. And you put a black, beautiful face on a screen, period. The people is coming to see it. And the fact that Tom Holland is a white man, he's going to end up, if he hasn't already, he's going to end up falling in love with that Francisca, or he probably going to end up getting him a black woman. Because she's going to...
He's
with Zendaya?
Yeah, he's with Zendaya.
Wait, what?
He date no girl from the town, Zendaya.
Really?
Yes. But look, this is what I did like about the interview and everything. They said that this is a pulsating version of Romeo and Juliet. And I ain't never heard that. It was always like, watching paint drawn on the wall, like Bernadette said, and waiting to exhale. So pulsating is very good. I mean, it's alive, living and well.
Yes, honey. That's a very strong word.
Pulsating, yes.
It's giving pheromones through the roof. I'm ready for it. I feel like it's gonna be hot and heavy.
Now, I'm thinking about that little white boy. I don't know how much body he gonna have to tangle back with that beautiful black one.
Listen, if he can play
I
Spider-Man.
don't want no love scene.
I think it's amazing. Just thinking about it got me a little musty.
She gonna swallow him up. He gonna come out of that looking like a dirty Q-tip.
I mean, a lot mustier than me, that's for sure.
Baby, we ain't gonna even...
Are you in heat, nephew?
I'm just saying. The cheapity kids me a be musty.
No, he ain't in heat. That baby just sometimes buys deodorant when he needs antiperspirant. There's a difference.
If you ever run out of either or, get you a potato.
What?
You skin that motherfucker and rub it up under there, baby. Nobody will smell nothing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
If you ever get that broke, you ain't got no deodorant, go get you a potato and peel it
a raw one?
and rub it up under there. A regular old round Russell or the whole potato.
Russet potato. I'm gonna see if my toddler,
peel it. That foam, that foam off of it. That's like the deodorant. Yes, the starch. Thank you.
Well, that's a good thing because it's healthy.
Yes, rice don't work; it burns.
Yeah, I'll try that. My 2-year-old is 3.5 feet tall, so she climbing up to the musty range. She growing.
That's all I said, girl. What?
She's 3.5 feet tall. She's 2. So she probably half your height.
But you need to get her into modeling.
Oh, okay.
And you need to make sure she stays confident and come for the world, honey.
Listen, 3.5 feet tall too.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
I'm thinking about this phone stand. My phone is on. And
is her daddy tall like a basketball player?
Jasmine is an Amazon. She's a whole stallion
I'm 5'8", and her dad is 6 foot something.
Yeah, 6
That
foot.
sound about right.
Yeah,
that sound about right.
Oh yeah, honey, get her into some modeling, acting, or something.
Yeah. Oh, she can definitely act.
Baby,
I love it.
Well, come on, bring the pain, nephew.
Alrighty, y'all. So More details on the Quiet on Set docuseries have started to come to light as Drake Bell's interview with journalist Soledad O'Brien. I hope I didn't butcher that. According to the episode, the docuseries recounts how 41 people wrote letters of support from former Nickelodeon dialogue coach Brian Peck after being arrested in 2003 while sentencing to 16 months in prison in 2004. In the interview, Drake alleged that he has not received. Drake stated, not alleged, that he has not received a letter from anyone who wrote those letters. Time claimed that Bell recalls being in the courtroom for Peck's sentencing and seeing his side of the courtroom filled with some recognizable faces. I will not go into detail of the episode in its entirety, and nor will I do a whole background story giving you all the details. If you don't remember, I will link an episode along with an article below. But I'm curious for your thoughts on this.
I don't have a thought.
I had done some research, okay? And now this shit goes all the way back to the cast of Boy Meets World, Sean, the partner of the curly-haired Jew boy on the show. Okay, this shit didn't went far, far back, but in the cap, it said that Brian Peck, the dialogue audio coach, see, he did 16 months. He actually went to jail, okay? But the other guy, Drake Bell, he got a year probation and 200 hours of community service, right? Now, just like Shay has said in the last story we covered, people
Wait,
think
Adonis.
Yes.
Why did Drake get probation and community service?
Drake Bell. I didn't say his last name. Drake Bell.
The victim got community service?
I think what happened was, I think Drake Bell was like, basically, allegedly, from what I know, sexual harassing young girls.
Yes.
That's what
I forgot. He was
right?
He was behaving inappropriately on the platform in dialogue with the minor.
Right. So I want you to pay attention to the pay grade. The dialogue coach went to jail and did 16 months in 2004, right? But Drake Bell, who had more access to more kids and all that stuff, he only got 1 year of probation and 200 hours of community service, right? So as Faye has said in the last story we covered, people start to think that they're superhuman, that they're above the law. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And in this case, that wasn't enough of a slap on the back of the hand is not enough when you were actually violating and grooming people. So I had did my research, and the New York Post has said that one of the actors back then had woke up and he was getting sexually assaulted. And I hate when they say sexually assaulted and they don't say what kind of assault the sexual was, because was he rubbing on the front? Was he rubbing on the back? Because sexual assault could be you rubbing on my ear in a certain way that I don't like. You see what I'm saying? Versus, did you put your mouth on me or did you put your body part in me? You see what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
So, right. Anything unwarranted is sexual assault. But my thing is he only received a year probation and 200 hours community service. Now, had he been hit harder with that law book, he might have decided to want to move a little bit differently moving forward. But since he got that little minor ass slap on his hand, he's still out here acting the way he is, as does R. Kelly, and now that we have P. Diddy.
Well, it's a couple of issues that I see here. For somebody to be a victim, and then from what he alleges that he was like unknowingly communicating with a minor, it sounds like he was then victimizing somebody else, which is a normal occurrence when somebody's been victimized. Hurt people, especially if he hasn't actually had to do the work in order to go through therapy, go through preventative measures so that he doesn't go down that path that caused himself to go into court and see somebody else get incarcerated. And then the other part of this is like, this stems way beyond just Nickelodeon. Like, there was a CNN special that I seen a clip of with Shirley Temple, talking about her and her mother going in separate rooms And in those separate rooms, a grown man got naked in front of her and she didn't know what was going on because she had never seen those body parts, and she started laughing and he was embarrassed. And her mom experienced something similar in a different room and they walked out of that place together. But it was like, this is nothing new in Hollywood, right? So it's been going on that they've been perpetuating a cycle of abuse. It's just, she talked about that on King. What's his name, y'all?
Larry King.
Larry King show.
Baby, they was pulling out them big old areolas down low. She was laughing at it.
Well, for one, you ain't finna take my daughter in no motherfucking room. Excuse my
By
friend.
herself.
You ain't taking my child. I don't care if he's Joanne.
I was gonna say, baby, that was before color television.
I shouldn't have said that word. But I'll come to somebody about mine.
Yeah.
All right. Right along. Up next.
Oh, hold on. I want to say something before I let Mom move on. I want to say for the Shirley Temple, I did hear about a little bit about it. I don't know much about it, but all I know is that she was like performing some moves that at the time when she became this like young superstar at a very young age, like that are way like below her, like way older than how old she is now. I did see a video about it. I don't know the details. I just forgot. But if you're curious to know that, I'll link an episode down below. All right, Mom, go ahead. My bad.
Right. No problem. Up next, an Ohio teacher could be on the verge of termination for forging a sick day to attend a concert. Ain't that nothing? An English teacher by the name of Eileen Washburn was placed on unpaid leave as the Lakota local high school investigates whether she violated her teachers union contract to attend the concert. I hope it was a Beyonce concert, and every teacher in this world need more than a sick day because they work hard. According to a resolution to consider termination obtained by WIXI, Washburn allegedly falsified sick leave for February 8th and 9th, while also information to schools officials when asked during a meeting. The school board, say that word for me.
Unanimously?
Unanimously.
Unanimously.
That is a mouthful. Let's say it again.
Unanimously?
Unanimous. Oh my God. Unanimous.
I'm so sorry. Unanimously.
Very good.
What does that mean?
Do it again.
All together. It was all across the board.
Mm-hmm. Everybody agreed. We all voted and agreed. Unanimous.
Unanimously.
We all second that.
Okay, let me say that again. Joanne, please edit that so I won't look so illiterate. Okay. The school board unanimously voted to being the termination process during a board meeting as her actions violated the licensure code of professional conduct in accordance with the proposed legislation. Bubblers, what are your thoughts on this situation, and should the teacher be terminated due to her actions? Let me say it first. She should get some days off. And where was this at? What city?
Yeah, but she had went down to Tennessee to the concert. And the concert was the Drake and the J. Cole concert.
Very good.
So I'm gonna give it to her for violating for the color, right?
I think every teacher needs to be able to take off. You know, they work really hard and they don't get paid a lot. So she deserves to be off with pay. They should have bought her goddamn tickets, as far as I'm concerned. And they should have sent her, if it was in Tennessee, they should have put on a first class Uber or a flight or whatever to get there. Yeah.
See, this will happen. See, she need a friend like me that would have trained her.
What happened?
Adonis, I think you're frozen.
Adonis froze. Well, in the meantime, while he's processing his thoughts.
Adonis, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't agree with her being terminated because of that. what I would have told her as the earn it and burn it queen of my future, or excuse me, of my previous career working for the state, she should have called the doctors and told them she had a headache or told them she wasn't feeling good and she needed a mental health day. And if her mental health day looked like self-care as it relates to music, because they said music is a form of therapy, then she could have played all that. But she didn't have friends like us. That's what she needs. She needed friends like us to tell her, call the doctors. It's COVID-19. You can do a email to your doctor. You can do a video visit with your doctor right before you go into the concert. I could have told her that, cover your ass, CYA.
I like it.
Yeah, I could have told her that.
That's cute. That's
I want to
good.
say what I want to
I'm
say.
here. I'm back.
Oh, Don's back, y'all.
Very good.
They didn't want me to talk my shit. They didn't want me to talk my shit. Now where was I?
Can I just say something before I let Adonis speak? What I will say is this. This is just my opinion, and I'm not condoning that the teacher is forging a sickness, because there are a lot of illnesses and there's nothing funny about it, and you never know what karma gets you. But I do agree with what you were saying, Jasper, the mom, that some teachers deserve a day off. Like me, there are times when I'm a college student. There are like a lot of events that conflict with my schedule. But do I call on a sick day? No, because I'm just not like that at all. Call me out if y'all want to, but that's just how I feel.
You're a student, so you need to take your ass to class. But these teachers, they need a break. That's my point. And
really?
I like
Students too.
I like that idea of if she would have did her homework or had the right home girl, they would have told her, go get you a doctor's excuse and do a self-care day, which is that's brilliant. I like it.
Well, look, she's a union violator. She's getting unpaid leave. Okay, there was no commitment to the plea she pled to the oath. Okay, they didn't off with a 401k. Okay, everything is gone. Only thing she did right was go to the Drake and the J. Cole concert. Now, not taking away from this story, but there's actually another teacher. They said there are a lot of teachers out here that are getting fired and laid off and all these other things because of who they are or what they do outside of their educational role, right? So there's this other teacher, aka Drippin' Honey. Now the problem is she's a high school teacher who is an explicit rap artist, and her fucking classmates, her students started singing and rapping her video, and she got fired on the spot.
That's messed up.
Is it? You think it's messed up? Because I was thinking you should be a second grade teacher to where they wouldn't be exposed to that type of music. Like, I mean,
if
Drippin'
they
Honey,
it,
her name is Drippin' Honey. I want to know what she look like. I want to see if the honey drip.
I think if they already rapping it, that means they already exposed. I'm sure they mom and them be listening to rap in front of them. Right. Maybe she should have got offended.
Well, like I said, only thing she did right was go to the J. Cole and the Drake concert. And I'm sorry, she lose her job.
I just looked up Drippin' Honey and she looked fine. Fine as hell.
That's what I'm saying, right?
She looks fine as hell, hair popping, makeup popping. She looks fine as hell. And I could understand the concern that they have as far as her entertainment side and what she's projecting to the world as an extra means of income to supplement what her 11-month, 10-month job cannot gratify during the course of a 12-month year, right? So I get that process. However, yes, Drippin' Honey is fine. You see the YouTube Drippin' 101?
I'm going right now.
Look at her. She looks great. And I said all that to say her mistake was being in a space where she could be compromised, which we just said, like having high school students. But we're not talking about Drippin' Honey. My bad. I digress.
She's just another teacher that got
penalized. She ain't hurting the children.
What's her name? Drip?
Drippin' Honey. And the song is Dripping 101 I'm looking at right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on, Dripping 101. But back to the topic at hand in regards to the
He
teacher.
was a teacher.
Yes, a high school teacher, a high school student teacher, and her kids start rapping and singing her song, and they fired her on the spot. And it says she walked out and went and shot a video shoot with her goddamn students.
Heard that.
Motown baby going crazy like the 80s.
Oh, did you Google
Put it
it? Did you?
on out there, bitch, to say it.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the song when I was playing it?
Okay.
She said Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Come on. Like her.
He's counting that money.
Huh.
Let that nigga play, then I watch that nigga fall.
I love it.
I love when women talk to me.
I'm about that though. She telling these kids how to be. This is education.
Yeah. Motown baby.
Oh, I'm about
going
that.
She ain't lying though. It's history in there. She said Motown baby. That's history. Going crazy like the 80s. The crack epidemic, when it hit?
Us.
In the 80s.
Yes.
Come on, she's giving history. It was crazy there. A lot of these kids, she probably from that generation if she's a teacher. She's got to be an 80s baby.
A mess. A mess.
A hot ass mess.
Come on, Drip, honey, Drip.
Like the 80s. I like her. I love her.
Yeah, she's super cute.
Totally.
What we doing next, Momity?
Looks like we're going to break.
Before we dive back into our fascinating discussion, we're going to take a quick break to recharge and stretch our legs. We will see you soon.
Or change it.
Welcome back, lovely listeners. We hope you enjoyed that refreshing break. Now it's time to dive into one of our favorite segments, random gossip. So let's get straight into it. What's been the buzz around town lately? Any juicy gossip or scandalous stories making the rounds? Well, fear not, because we've got you covered. Adonis, take it away.
Okay, so I'll be keeping my leg and my ears to the curb, right? And today, it was bubbling out the pot. So, we back on the Diddy do it, puff stash. So what happened was there's been a lot of scuttlebutt about his payroll sex workers, which would be 50 Cent's baby mama. I'm not gonna say her name. Some other girl that was supposed to have the baby that didn't have the baby, that did the interview with Tasha K. And unfortunately, Young Miami have the Young City Girls group. So now it's two parts to this story that I'm about to tell you about this dirt. Okay, the first hand of dirt in your eye when you was getting up off the ground is they were on the red carpet about maybe not even a year ago. JT and Young Miami. And the hostess on the red carpet, they're talking, and Young Miami was like, "Girl, I know you." So JT was like, "Bitch, from where?" So the girl looked back at her and was like, "Yeah." But you know how it is when you like really recognize someone's face from a time, you know what I mean? Like whether it was a good time or a bad time, it's like you just know that face. It matches the adrenaline and the feeling that you had, right? So JT sitting between them, and she was like, "Bitch, I know you. Where I know you from." And then the girl was like, "Florida." And then she said, "Oh yeah." And then JT was like, "Bitch, that's it. Like, could you give us some more to the?" Okay, so that was they faced off after the freak off. Okay, that's what that was. They were only connected through drug-induced alcohol sexual engagement, right? Now, as I said, at that moment, in that situation, JT was lost in the sauce. Didn't know what the hell was going on. Well, today's a different day. JT knows exactly what the hell is going on. So there was someone on Twitter and on Instagram, and they had made a post. And the post that they said was about like we went to go pick up Young Miami, right?
Mhm.
And she went in the closet and she came out with some coochie cutting shorts on, this, that, and the third. Not like in a bad way or a good way. It was just like, or maybe our swags weren't matching. And then JT had the nerve to respond and say, cause y'all sex workers. Just threw it out there. Like, yeah, it don't matter how she was dressed, old girl was dressed, or the girl who orchestrated everything. Y'all just some sex workers. And then to make matters worse. Now, I got a little deeper to the curb. Now I'm in the gutter, y'all. I'm down there with the rats, okay? I'm down there with your commode juice. So what had happened was, okay, I need you to understand this. Payroll works differently when you have notoriety, when you have a celebrity, when you have a following, when people already fuck with you and know you for one thing, you don't necessarily have to be paid out that way. You can be outsourced. So Revolt. Did Young Miami not have the #1 show on Revolt? Did she not have that TV show? Did she not win an award for that show? And we know that Drink Champs and Angela Yee and the Breakfast Club put in way more work with that, right? And could have been more deserving of that. Okay, that's a way of being paid. That's just another revenue. You see me? I'm gonna put you on the platform. You're gonna get paid, right? All right. And well, she said, Saucy Santana is on payroll too. Now I said, no, who was Diddy really fucking? And who was really fucking Diddy at this point? Because I don't really give a damn about Saucy Santana's ass or anything like that, or the size of his cock, if he has a BBC or not. What I'm saying is, if Shay and Jasmine is a half and half of a group, and Shay went awry, and Jasmine was trying to hold it together, and when Shay shit hit the fan, Jasmine just confirmed and said, yeah, she's a motherfucking sex worker. And Adonis was over there tricking with in the back of the house too. Oh, why you gonna bring me into it? You see what I'm saying? But if you look at the platforming, JT the only one ain't never did nothing but City Girl Music. Saucy Santana is on Love and Hip Hop right now. He has went on tour and opened up for other people. I'm not taking away his talent or his accolades, but what I'm saying is the math is mathing up that y'all was getting paid out the ass, up the ass, and around the ass for some ass. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I got. JT confirmed it. She said, cause y'all sex workers. Would you rather fuck for free or not? Would you fuck for free or fuck for feelings?
I wouldn't give a fat rat's ass about any of that. I don't even know those young people because I'm a vintage woman. But what I know is, honey, you're all worked up. You over there in that red, honey. That's work that baby up. Do you hear me? I think he'd like to party. I'm just saying.
I'm a happy hoe, you know.
Your blood pressure just went up, honey, telling that story, honey. And I don't know. I'm like lost because I've heard, what's the city girl name?
Young Miami.
She's a city girl, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that the one that said real bad?
Yeah, she said I'm a whore.
Okay, I know it is.
I know
whore.
It. Yeah.
I like because she said something like we go together. She said real bad.
Yeah, and she said piss on me and all those things. And she's a whore.
Okay.
She said she swallows, she does it all. So she fits the criteria of everything that Pup
Calm down.
You know, we talk about sexual fluidity. I like that. I like that. You know.
Okay, but this podcast is the bubble chat and it's not so rated X.
Well, that's the dirt on the curb. I told you I went down to the gutter. I was in with the rats and the commode juice. That's what they were serving down there.
I chai.
Okay. Are you guys ready to play a game?
Yeah.
Ready.
I need y'all to use y'all brains today. Today's mystery game is called Quick Wit. Okay? Quick Wit. That means fast thinking. All right? I have a list of words here. There are 3-letter words. They are spelled one way and they're spelled the other way backwards. Okay? Now I'm gonna say the word, but whoever is quick-witted, the most quick-witted, you just say what the word is in reverse. Okay? Now I'm gonna give you a really, really easy one off the top, okay? And I think Shay should get this one, all right? Can you tell me what dog is backwards?
God.
There we go. Joanne got the first point. All right. Y'all got that? Y'all got that?
Yeah.
All right. What is May spelled backwards?
Yam.
Yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Joanne got another one. All right. What is tub spelled backwards?
But.
Okay, now that was all three of y'all get a point. All y'all said at the same time. Okay, Joanne got two, ladies got one. What is R spelled backwards?
Ear.
Error.
Oh, good.
Joanne got three. All right. What does...
Wait a minute.
No, that's not right. R
Error.
spelled backwards is era.
Okay.
Well,
all right. We got 3, 2, and 1. 3 for Joanne, 2 for Jasmine, 1 for Mommy. Okay, so what does gut spell backwards?
Tug.
Damn. Now that was between you and your mama on that one. Tiebreaker. What is saw spell backwards?
Was.
All right, Jasmine. All right, come on, Jasmine. What is now spell backwards?
One.
All right. What is rat spell backwards?
Car.
Okay. What is pan spell backwards?
Nap.
Dan.
Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. What is mug spell backwards?
Gum.
All right. I like y'all is so smart. I like this. I wish I was a second grade teacher. Everybody gets silver stars on their forehead. All right. What is gel spelled backwards?
L.
Gel, like hair gel.
Leg.
Oh, leg.
Mm-hmm.
Leg or lead?
I thought you meant leg. I
Jail?
thought you meant kind of like go to jail.
No,
Yeah, I had to think
gel,
about it. He said 3-letter words.
Oh, 3.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What does mad spell backwards?
Damn.
All right. Oh, look, I like this. And can we spell bad backwards?
Dab.
There we go. Okay. And gonna tell me what bus is spelled backwards.
What?
Bus.
But.
Bus.
Oh, sub.
Uh-huh. You putting your hand up to answer.
Okay.
Sub.
Now I never wanted to say this one because I relate to this in the most negative way, but what does bun spell backwards?
Nub.
I'm gonna have to let him out. He got something to say.
Oh my goodness.
He got something to say.
How
you doing? Yeah, you can't say nubs without giving a real visual of it. You know what I'm saying? So well, you guys can thank this wonderful word hunt puzzle page 7 for that wonderful game. Did
Good
you guys
job.
like the game?
That was fun.
Yeah.
Quick,
But I
feel smart.
You feel smart. Your
I
brain
like
is big as your ass.
Learned a new word today. Unanimously.
Unanimously.
And that means all in together now.
Unanimously.
Yep.
When everybody's one accord.
Yes. We're all in agreement.
Yep.
Unanimously.
So unanimously, we all came to New York and supported you.
Did y'all? Ooh.
Yes, unanimously, we are a front for your son's podcast.
Thank you, unanimously.
Jasmine, I don't know if you saw, but Mom was on Sherry Shepherd's show.
I've seen part of the clip. Oh, she's talking about Cat Williams' hair.
Yeah, what she used to do with hair.
And
Taser tease.
He looks beautiful.
Know that I mentioned his name and Sherry Shepherd called him after the show.
Call who? Cat Williams?
Sherry
Oh,
Shepherd.
do you think that was a low-key fact check?
She called Joanne, huh?
Oh, Joanne.
Correction, you and Sherry Shepherd called me. Sherry didn't just call me. You and Sherry Shepherd called me.
Yes.
And I finally believed her. Because I did not believe.
We gave him a shout out.
Yeah, because here's the thing: the moment she told me, she already told me that she was going to be on the Sherry Shepherd show, I didn't believe it all the way until March 20 last month, and found out that she was on the Sherry Shepherd show.
Why didn't you believe it?
He
Because
did
it's your mom?
Because she be lying. She told him he was going to get a bike for Christmas. She never delivered.
Ah, don't do her like that.
I'm just saying. Shit.
You got a scooter.
Oh. I love y'all so much.
Congratulations. You look beautiful on the show. I did watch the clip. Your top knot was knotting. You look cute. Yeah.
Home.
What, Joanne?
Take us home.
You gotta read the last part.
Okay, let me get back to that. I was I had wait a minute. Let me go back. Joanne took us home. Adorable. Un momento, por favor.
Un momento, por favor.
Okay. All right, y'all. It's time to clock the fuck out because I need a glass of wine to unwind because I'm fucking tired. We hope you've enjoyed reminiscing with us and exploring the magic of Taylor's music all over again. And remember Taylor Swift's new album. And remember Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured Poems Department, is released April 19th. And remember, Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured Poems Department, is released April 19th. Until next time, folks, keep singing along, keep dreaming, and keep spreading love.
Bye, y'all.
Popping them bubbles. Deuces.